Good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Joseph. It's a pleasure to talk to you. Actually, it's nighttime. It's a pleasure to talk to you. Unfortunately, I am unable to see your faces, your amazing smile. So that's one thing I'm going to miss the most in that transitioning process. Interacting with you face to face interaction with you. But anyway, I hope everyone is well. I hope your family, your friends, your siblings, your loved ones are doing okay. I know a lot of you are freaking out. You're very anxious. You're very worried because of the coronavirus. I pray for peace, for calm, for relaxation as we going through this process together. Remember, we're not alone. We are in it together. I want to speak with you about some changes I made in the course, in the syllabus. I want to bring to your attention some important information. Now, I sent you an email about, let's say, maybe 10 minutes ago. Okay, so what I'm gonna do in this talk, I would like to highlight the major items covered in the email I sent you. Okay, first thing first. Now, there's a button on Blackboard. It is called Ask the Instructor. Click on it to get a hold of me, to send instant messages to me. Okay, I will be using it a lot to communicate with you, to exchange ideas. Okay, you're also welcome to email me at cjoseph at irsc.edu. A lot of you sent me messages regarding test number 2. You said you found nowhere on Blackboard to post the test. Okay, I want you to look carefully on the left column on Blackboard. There's a tab that says upload test number 2 here. Click on it to upload the test. All right, if you already sent the test to me via email, please go ahead and upload it online for me on Blackboard, okay? So I can have access to it right there, so I can grade it for you. I also posted 2 announcements regarding updates, changes in the course. I also posted another announcement regarding test number 2, which you should upload online by clicking the tab button on the left column. So I want to remind you to read, even we're not meeting face to face. Okay, you're still responsible to read the designated pages I have assigned in the syllabus. Now, reading those pages and watching the videos will improve your comprehension of the course, of the content of the course, and they will help you to be successful in this course. I'm very sorry that we will not be able to meet face to face, but it doesn't mean we won't be able to communicate with each other. Okay, so I'm gonna go over 4 to 5 items with you. First, again, I changed some due dates and some assignments. Let's go over group research presentation on the Harlem Renaissance art project. This is due next uh next Wednesday, April the 8th. So I'm talking about April the 8th. Today is the 24th. So about 2 weeks from now. So your group research project is due on the 8th. This is what you're gonna do for me, okay? So you're going to, since we will not be meeting face to face, so you're going to email me a um, PowerPoint presentation that includes your group research. On the first slide, make sure you include everybody's name. Please upload the group assignment on Blackboard. You will see the designated tab labeled Harlem Renaissance Group Project. Click on it and upload it online for me by April the 8th, which is a Wednesday. Now, the first half of your individual research paper is due on Friday, April the 3rd. Again, you're going to upload it on Blackboard. I already created the tab for it. I will provide feedback to you in the following week. So I will expect that you pay close attention to my comments, and you are responsible to make changes in your final essay based on my feedback. The comments you will receive from me will be very helpful to sharpen your writing skills, also to improve your paper, and to help you to get a good grade. For the final submission of the 8 page, right? The 8 page paper is due on Friday, April the 17th. April the 17th. I'm reading my note. If you see, I'm looking at my phone because I wrote you an email and I'm reading from my notes. I do not remember everything I wrote. So the final research paper is due on April 17th, which is a Friday. That includes the final paper, an annotated works cited page. Remember, the full paper is due on that day. So I will be posting some instructions and handouts online on how to create an annotated works cited page. So you're going to click on the tab labeled annotated works cited page to have access to that information. Let's talk about poetry reading and interpretation. In a separate message on Blackboard that will be posted on Blackboard, I will be sending you some links to help you interpret some of the poems I have assigned in the syllabus. So you're going to click on the links and videos for teaching instructions. For example, we're going to be talking about Langston Hughes, County Colin, Gwendolyn Bennett, Sterling Brown, Douglas Johnson. So I will be posting a PowerPoint presentation on those poets to help you. Okay. Now on April the 3rd, Friday, April the 3rd, a poetry analysis is due. The poetry analysis is due April the 3rd. That is next Friday, right? Friday the 3rd. Now, what do we mean by a poetry analysis? Let me give you some brief. Let me make some brief comments. By Thursday or Friday this week, I will be posting uh, I will be posting some teaching instructions on poetry. Okay, so for now, let me give you some instructions. Okay, well, for the poetry analysis, you're gonna choose any poem from the selections I have assigned in the syllabus, right? For example, C weeks 11 to 14. So you're gonna you're gonna pick a poem um, that is meant that's in your book, right? A poem that's in your book. It's right here. A poem by a writer, a poet of the Harlem Renaissance. Are you going to choose a poem that has a minimum of 3 stanzas and 4 lines per stanza? Your goal here is to interpret and analyze the poem and to tell us what the poem means. Okay? Now, when you analyze the poem, make sure you pay attention to the literary techniques that are embedded in the poem. By literary techniques, what I have in mind here, I'm talking about figures of speech, for example, imagery, metaphor, and symbolism that are used in the poem. And you have to remember that any use of any literary technique that I mentioned here has an ultimate goal to convey meaning, to articulate meaning. So make some observations about the parallel structure, the central themes, and important ideas embedded in the poem. For example, as you are discussing, analyzing the poem, make sure you ask some pivotal questions. For example, who is talking in the poem? Who is what is the overall meaning of the poem? What is the attitude or the mood of the speaker? By mood, the notion of mood in poetry means, for example, is the speaker mad? Is the speaker moderate? Is the speaker angry, joyful, happy, optimistic, right? So also ask questions about the setting of the poem. Again, you should be asking questions such as who is talking, what is the overall meaning of the poem, what is the attitude or the mood of the speaker, what is the setting of the speaker. So as you interpret the poem, read the poem carefully, read it out loud, read it several times, line by line, stanza by stanza. Then you're going to paraphrase line by line to enhance your comprehension. Paraphrasing simply means you're going to use your own words, you're going to use your own vocabulary and your own expression to articulate the meaning of the poem. Okay, as I mentioned before, I will be uploading on Blackboard my PowerPoint notes to help you. Let's talk about the play. I have assigned 2 plays in this course. The Color Struck by Langston Hughes and Zora Neale Hurston. We're not going to pay attention to, well, we're not going to, not that we're not going to pay attention to it, but we're not going to we're not going to give emphasis, right? We're not going to emphasize this play, but our emphasis, right, will be on the Emperor Jones by um by Eugene O'Neill. So you will see on the email that I sent you, I posted a link. I posted a link on the email, so you're going to click on the link to watch the movie version of the play. It's called The Emperor Jones. It's also, Emperor Jones is also listed in your book, so make sure you read this play one more time. It's listed on page 311 and the last page is 317. So page 311 to 317. Reread that play one more time before you watch the movie version of it. Secondly, there's a short essay. It's called Master of Disguise, Paul Robertson and the Emperor Jones. So I want you to click on the link and read that short essay about the play to enhance your comprehension. Okay. Now, the final test number 3, test number 3 will be based on the play. Test number 3 is scheduled for April 15th. Make sure you read the play, make sure you watch the movie, and make sure you read the short essay I posted on the email. Let me talk about the final exam. The final exam will be completed online by Wednesday, April 22nd. Okay? So I will post it online 2 weeks before the end of the semester. Also, I will post a study guide 2 weeks before the final exam. So you will have 2 weeks to complete the final exam and submit it on Blackboard. Okay? There is a tab called Final Exam Study Guide. Click on it so you can have access to the study guide. The final exam will cover poetry and other material covered in the course of the semester. Now, let me tell you the assignments that I've canceled. So, I have canceled the group poetry presentation. You don't have to do it anymore. And I have canceled the last discussion. You don't have to do it anymore. But remember, your group project on the Harlem Renaissance is not canceled. You're going to submit a PowerPoint presentation to on Blackboard. Okay, so finally, let me go over the due dates. Okay, final exam is scheduled for April 22nd. Group presentation on the Harlem Renaissance Art Project is scheduled for April 8th. The first half of the paper is scheduled for April the 3rd. The final submission of the 8-page paper is scheduled for April the 17th. Poetry analysis is scheduled for April the 3rd. And the final test is scheduled for April 15th. By final test, I meant to say test number 3. Well, should you have any questions, should you have any concerns, any issues, okay, please talk to me. Use use this tool. Use this tool that's called Ask the Instructor. It's posted on the left column on your Blackboard platform, so make sure you use it to ask me questions, to send me emails, and just to communicate with me. All right, again, I will be online every day just to see if you have emailed me, to see if you have any questions. Okay, well, I hope you keep yourself safe. Please pay attention to the medical guidelines, to safeguard yourself, to keep yourself safe, to protect your family, your siblings, and your friends. All right, again, this is Dr. Joseph, and I'm gonna miss you guys, but I'm here to help you. Okay, have a great evening.